Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new DVD/Blu-ray collection video inspired by one of my fellow YouTubers, Forkerball. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description. Seems like a very nice guy. Haven't really talked to him, emailed him or anything, but he seems like a nice guy, and he's very enjoyable to watch on YouTube. Now, the video that I'm referring to, that I'm going to take some inspiration from, is that he showed all the box sets he has, like movies and TV shows, so that's just what I'm going to do here. Now, the first box set I have is Torchwood Series 1, the complete Series 1. Just a quick overview, there's the discs. Oh, and that last is just bonus features. Now, Torchwood is just the spin-off from Doctor Who, starring John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness, who was introduced at the end of the revival series of Doctor Who, series 1 of the revived series, and the character was so popular that he got his own spin-off, and in the show he got basically brought back to life and he's immortal. And this is basically him and his team based in Cardiff. The team's called Torchwood, and they basically deal with aliens and such that come through this rift that is in Cardiff, and that's basically what the show is. And you have Torchwood Series 2. This next one isn't really a box set, it's just DVD case. This is Series 3, Children of Earth, without a doubt the best series. This was unique in the sense that there's only 5 episodes, each an hour long, and they were broadcast back in 2009. They were broadcast 5 days of the week, Monday to Friday, so you didn't have to wait a week to find out what happens, which is good because the story in this is absolutely amazing. Definitely is the best of Torchwood. I think it's the best series. I like it even more than the first 2 series. And finally, we have Torchwood Miracle Day. Mixed opinions about this from myself. I like the fact that they got Bill Pullman in. He plays Oswald Danes, this paedophile. He's just a really creepy scumbag, very Hannibal Lecter-like. They got Mekhi Phifer, who most people would know from 8 Mile. They got him in as a CIA agent. Basically, this is the series that brought Torchwood to American audiences, because it was a co-production between BBC and Starz over in America. It's basically, Miracle Day is basically where one day everyone stops dying. No matter what happens, even if they get hit by a bus, if they get blown up or whatever, they still retain some sort of consciousness. And it's basically how these actions reciprocate around the world on the consequences. As I said, mixed opinion is definitely not the best series by far. Some enjoyment to be had though, I have to say. Next we'll have the complete second season of The Incredible Hulk, the 1970s TV show starring Bill Bixby as David Banner and Lou Ferrigno as the Incredible Hulk. This show was really, in my opinion, it's one of the most underrated TV shows from the 70s. And also, in my opinion, it's one of the best TV shows based on a comic book character. Yeah, it's just really amazing to watch. Bill Bixby is absolutely terrific at playing David Banner, this really, really tragic character. As is Bruce Banner in the comics. He was named David Banner in this. That was really the only change that they had. You had this, and you had obviously the TV movies where it was him teaming up with the likes of Thor. Well, no, he faced Thor, I think, in one of them, and then Daredevil as well. But yeah, Lou Ferrigno, along with Arnold Schwarzenegger, one an absolute badass. They couldn't have got anyone more intimidating to play the Hulk. As is contrary to what we expect now, the Hulk doesn't speak in this at all, and Lou Ferrigno really conveys emotion well as the Hulk, surprisingly. Without a doubt, this is my favourite trilogy of movies ever. Toy Story. Toy Story 1 I've watched ever since I can remember. It was always my favourite movie. Growing up, not so much anymore. It's not my favourite movie anymore, obviously, after Shawshank Redemption. That's because as I've got older, my movie palette has changed. I like more things now. But always as a place in my heart, Toy Story 1. Toy Story 2 was the first movie I ever saw in the cinema. I had this weird thing when I was younger. I had adenoids, had to get taken out, and because of the cinema, as we all know, the cinema is louder than if you're watching it at home. I had to be taken out of it really, so I couldn't really finish it. Because I just started, it was hurting my ears and something. I think I just started screaming and I had to get taken out. But yeah, that was the first ever time I ever got taken to the cinema. I was 3 years old, and then Toy Story 3. They're making Toy Story 4. I really wish they wouldn't. Toy Story 3, I think, was a perfect way to end the trilogy. I had tears in my fucking eyes at the end of this movie. It was just so perfect the way they ended it. I really hope Toy Story 4 really doesn't happen. Oh, behave. Fuck, that was a horrible impression. It's the Austin Powers Shagadelic box set. You have Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, the first one, Spy Who Shagged Me, the second one, and Goldmember, the last one. These are great. How they haven't done a fourth one, I really don't have a clue. Mike Myers wants to do it. Whether the studio will let him, I don't really know, but these are just classics in my opinion. All three of them are really, really, really very good. On movies like this, you would expect that they would go down in quality. I think the opposite is true. Now here we have, we have the first incarnation of the Rocky box set. In this you have Rocky Classic, Rocky 2, basically the same movie over again. Rocky 3, where he faces Mr. T. You have the death of, spoilers, you have the death of Mickey. It's very sad, but also brilliant. Rocky 4, my personal favourite. Best soundtrack. Yeah, it's just my favourite. Rocky 5. And Rocky Balboa, which surprised me, because when I first, I had never seen Rocky Balboa until I got this box set, and it really surprised me. I thought it was going to be really shit, but as a really heartwarming story, and it's a brilliant, courageous story and uplifting story as well. Yeah, awesome. And next we have, as you saw in my vlog, the fact that I am an idiot. This is the second incarnation of the Rocky box set. A bit more cleaned up looking than the first one, but yeah, it has literally the same disc. Look at the comparison. It's like the same disc covers, exactly the same, just different artwork. This is much better artwork. That's about the only thing I can really say about it. I've already said my thoughts about the movies. That's a lesson to you kids. Always, if you're buying something off Amazon, check everything about it. Next we have something I don't think many people would have. I got this for Christmas one year, I believe. It's Michael Jackson History 1 and 2. History 1 on this, it's basically, I'll show you the discs of them. This is History Volume 1 and History Volume 2. It's basically, these are, History Volume 1 is basically his greatest videos. So basically you have Brace Yourself, Billie Jean, The Way You Make Me Feel, Black or White, Rock With You, Bad, Thriller, Beat It, Remember the Time, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and Heal the World. History Volume 2 is basically, you have some of his later music videos, and also you have things like the making of Thriller, his performance of the 1995 MTV Video Music Awards, which was absolutely phenomenal. You know, I don't care what you think about Michael Jackson, whatever he might have got up to in his personal life, or might not have, allegedly. He was, without a doubt, one of the best entertainers that ever lived. Next you have the Alien quadrilogy, pure classics. Alien, phenomenal. Aliens, even better. Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection is just uncomfortable to watch, really. It's Brad Dourif being all pervy with aliens. If you don't know who Brad Dourif is, he's the voice of Chucky, basically, and it's not good. Do you want to die tonight? What's your favourite scary movie? It's the original Scream trilogy. Scream was just one of the most innovative horror movies to ever be released, ever be made. Wes Craven, obviously Nightmare on Elm Street, Last House on the Left, Hills of Eyes. He really brought his brand of horror, suspense, and comedy as well to Scream. The first one anyway. The second one, it's not as good as the first one, but worth watching as well. I actually like Scream 3. I like the direction they took it in. I like that it's sort of playing up the whole thing, you know, that horror movies tend to get lots and lots of sequels, just gradually go down the hill. And I like how it was set in Hollywood. One thing I will say, don't watch the first scary movie. You know, the Wayans brothers. Don't watch the first scary movie before you see Scream if you haven't seen them already, because it kind of, you know, after you see Scary Movie 1, it kind of makes Scream 1 hard to take seriously. That's what happened to me, because they do poke fun on it quite a lot. I'm not proud of this next one. It's the Jaws sequels. I've talked about these before in a previous video. Jaws 2 is an alright sequel. Out of all of them, it's the best sequel. Jaws 3 is just shits and giggles. You know, I think it was made to be bad. You know, that's just sort of the vibe I get from it. And Jaws: The Revenge, literally the only highlight of this movie is Michael Caine, and even then you can tell he's just doing it to get paid. Yeah, just go watch the original. The original's the only one even worth talking about or thinking about. The only season of The Simpsons that I have, season 6, the episodes you have in this are Bar of Darkness, Lisa's Rival, Another Simpsons Clip Show, Itchy and Scratchy Land, Sideshow Bob Roberts, Trace of Horror 5, Bart's Girlfriend, Lisa on Ice, Homer Badman, Grandpa vs. Sexual Inadequacy, Fair Flying, Homer the Great, Maggie Makes 3, Bart's Comet, Homer the Clown, Bart vs. Australia, Homer vs. Patty and Selma, Stars Burns, Lisa's Wedding, 2001 Greyhounds, The PTA Disbands, Round Springfield, The Springfield Connection, Lemon of Troy, and Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 1. Simpsons were great back in the day, weren't they? Next you have the Saw Goreology. Set is basically shaped like a, when you see the Billy doll there, basically shaped like a tape recorder and the bloodstains and all. I really like the case. As I said, it's only Saw 1 to 5. You have Saw Uncut, Saw 2, and the extreme editions of Saw 3 to 5. Yeah, Saw 1 to 4 I think are absolutely fantastic. Saw 5 is where it starts to go downhill, and Saw 6, it's okay, I do like it. Saw 7 is good for the most part, but the ending was a bit forced and not really believable in my opinion. The main thing about this set is, if you press this button, yeah. Next we have the Ultimate Rambo Collection. First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and Rambo that came out in 2008, I want to say, maybe 2007. I heard Sylvester Stallone is doing Rambo 5, can't wait to see that. One of my favourite action franchises. I'll see the inside of this. Yeah, this has been battered and everything, it's not really in good condition. Inside of it is basically, it's a bit random. It's basically all just bullet chains, yeah. The next two we have is True Blood, first season and the second season. I haven't got 3 to 7 yet because I really stopped watching it. Not because I thought the show was bad, I just really got swept away from it really, and I just hadn't been keeping up with it. I really liked the first season. The first season I thought was tremendous. It's basically vampires have come out of the coffin, and they're now living in society. And the title True Blood is basically a play on the True Blood in the show, which is basically this synthetic blood, which is sort of like, you know, Diet Coke for vampires. It's so that, you know, it's to help them avoid having to feed on people basically. And it's about this little town in Louisiana and how it combats vampires and everything. It's a very good little show actually. 1, 2, and I'm not going to do it. It's Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. 1, absolute classic. 2, can't be bullshit. 3, I like. 4, quite good. 5, starts to dwindle a bit. 6 is a bit funny, something on my eye there. 6 is just funny. It's not really that good. 7, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. It's innovative for a movie, I'll say that, but yeah, gotta have a bit of Freddy in your life. Next we'll have season 1 of Knight Rider. I have to get the other 3 seasons of this. This is without a doubt my favourite TV show from the 80s. Trans Ams are just, it just makes Trans Ams look cool, to be honest. David Hasselhoff in this is far better than Baywatch, I think. He really makes this. The premise of Knight Rider is this undercover, he's not undercover, it's just this cop called Michael Long is basically, yes, no, he is undercover, and he basically gets betrayed by his partner and shot in the face, and this organisation called FLAG, the Foundation for Law and Government, they basically take him in and give him plastic surgery. You know, in the pilot episode, well, it's not really a pilot. In the first episode, he's played by a different actor, and the plastic surgery turns him into David Hasselhoff miraculously. And he's given the name Michael Knight, and he basically works as like a freelance investigator, and he just investigates all these different crimes and things that are going on. It's very entertaining. Highly recommend it if you haven't checked it out. Next we'll have season 5 of the A-Team. Talked about this before. Best season of the show by far. Another good 80s TV show. Next is really a favourite of mine. It's a great British sitcom. It's The Royal Family. This is it's unique in that it only has one setting, which is their flat. You know, literally the only time the scene changes is when they go into the kitchen or upstairs or something. It's basically this family sits around watching TV, talking about their lives. That's literally it. That's all it is. And when you hear that, you think, that sounds about the most boring thing you could ever watch. It's really not. Please check it out. And last but not least, we have my 2 Blu-ray box sets. You have the Back to the Future franchise and the Superman franchise, excluding Man of Steel. Back to the Future, I've talked about some of my favourite movies. The original is absolute classic. The second one is even better. The third one, people don't like as much. I beg to differ. I love it just as much as the first 2. Brilliant trilogy. Talked about Superman extensively in an earlier video, which you can check out on my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, these look phenomenal on Blu-ray. I don't know how anyone can at least can understand Back to the Future. Everyone knows Back to the Future. Check Superman out if you haven't already. It's not Man of Steel. If you're going into it like that, you're going to be sadly mistaken. It was made in 1978. The effects were all they could do back in the day, so please check it out. So guys, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably quite long. If you've stuck around this long, I highly commend you. Can't be easily, you know, sit and listen to me, you know, witter on about things. But yeah, I thought I should do that just as a video response sort of to Forkerball, and I really enjoyed doing that actually. I might do more of these. Next video you'll probably see from me is 18 Years, 18 Films number 5 for 2000. So anyway guys, stay tuned for that. And as always guys, if you like this, please press the button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any of my box sets, if you think there's any box sets on sale in the world you think are a good price that you should check out, please tell me. Comment anything and everything down below. Any questions, just anything about the videos, anything you want to know about me, comment it down below, and we'll try and get something sorted out there. So yeah guys, I've been Jason Black, and you guys have been awesome. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.